Project AirSim from Microsoft is set to revolutionize aerial autonomy for all phases of flight, and I'm here to find out more.
The team is patiently waiting.
So Project AirSim is essentially an end-to-end platform that helps you build autonomy in the aerial domain. What does that mean? It helps you simulate real worlds in a virtual environment. It helps you fly missions for drones, aircrafts, different planes, and test it out, validate, and use that for certification and training in a safe way, in a way that can scale based on your needs at a much cheaper cost and time. Yeah.
You've kind of answered the question really, but who is it aimed at?
So we are looking at the market that is still being defined. So the market has OEMs. These are people who are making drones, eVTOLs. Those are the general manufacturers. Then there are service providers who are using these drones to build services like inspection scenarios, delivery scenarios, or even air taxis. So those are the middle bucket. And the third bucket is software integrators who use our software and a bunch of other applications to stitch together solutions. So the spectrum of all of these three are our audience.
I think I've got an answer in my mind to this one, but what are the benefits of Project AirSim?
Yeah. So the benefits, AirSim is very unique. It is the only platform out there in the aerial domain that is scalable on the cloud platform, integrated with workflows that are necessary when your business starts growing. It has unique capabilities to model your sensors, configure where they need to be placed on your aircrafts. It has capabilities to safely test and train autonomous agents that you wish to put it in operations later on. As far as we know, there isn't anything else like this in the market right now. Yeah.
That's kind of robbed my next question, because I was going to say what makes Project AirSim so unique, but I guess if there's nothing else out there, there's the answer.
Yeah, so we do believe there are several academic simulators out there, a lot of universities use. We started as an open source effort 5 years ago. We learned from customers. Several of them are working with us to test, inspect wind farms, do scenarios with NASA and Bell Flight and other customers that we have. So we wanted to build something that people can trust and safely put in operation. I mean, you can't put an open source software and assume you will get safety in the sky. So we want to build an enterprise-grade product. So that's what we are starting. We have big ambitions, bigger vision. We want to learn with some of our customers and partners, and we hope to help shape the industry.
Chris will come with us. He'll show us the way.
So advanced air mobility is an emerging segment in aerospace that seeks to provide new airframes, new aircraft types to service a spectrum of capabilities from delivery to inspection to electric vertical takeoff on land or air taxis in urban and mid-mile environments.
And the marketplace itself, it's an ever-growing marketplace, a changing marketplace, and a constantly evolving marketplace, isn't it?
Yeah, the marketplace is evolving. It truly is a revolution in aerospace. We're seeing a lot more investment in this sector. We're seeing a lot more receptive regulation. We're seeing a more receptive regulatory posture. We're seeing more public acceptance. But I think what's most important is we're seeing almost like an influx of capital into this market segment.
How are customers using Project AirSim, and what's it doing to impact their roles?
Yeah, so customers are using Microsoft Project AirSim today to reduce cost for things like infrastructure inspections, where they have to use very expensive manpower and resources to do infrastructure inspections. So now with AI models, they can take their drones, they can take autonomous aircraft, and they can do those inspections a lot cheaper. So that basically just adding to the cost, or reducing the cost of doing those inspections. I think also we're seeing delivery. So I mentioned more relaxed regulatory posture around delivery. We're seeing customers basically reducing that cost in their supply chain through autonomous aircraft doing mid-mile and last-mile deliveries using autonomous drones.
We need to walk all the way over. Chris knows. Chris, come back for the team.
So simulation is a digital representation of real-world processes. So in case of AirSim, we are trying to recreate the entire process of a drone or an aerial vehicle or an airplane would try to accomplish something substantial in real world by itself. So we take the entire airplane in simulation, create virtual world, create the simulation of sensors, all the processes, all the things that will interact with, and that's how you are. You're really trying to create the entire process, the entire pipeline of how things would happen in real world. And if you can create that in a digital world, you have the options to playing it on and on millions of times and learn from every time you play. So that's what simulation is.
It looks very impressive. What training does someone need to start using Project AirSim?
Yeah. So AirSim is specifically designed to help you with machine intelligence and machine learning problems. So you don't need to be expert at machine learning, but if you have some basic knowledge of how machine learning processes and neural network works, you can use AirSim. It's built upon some of the latest advances in machine learning. We have the ability to pull in pre-trained models, some of the neural networks that that we provide, as well as others might have, for instance, trained. And yes, a little bit of Python coding, and you're good to go.
So what about this technology then? Where is it going to end up? Where do you see it going in, say, the next, say, 10 years?
Yeah. I'm an aviator myself, and I understand how stressed the aviation system is with the current amount of traffic. If we were to use these kinds of flying vehicles to do deliveries, to to transfer people, to help with search and rescue and agriculture, it's impossible to just scale up the existing systems. We'll have to rely on machine intelligence. So AirSim is really trying to rapidly evolve the entire ecosystem. So you can train systems. You can, every single flying robot on an airplane will have machine intelligence capabilities. And simulation is the vehicle that let us get there.